it seems like Hanako-san is just an urban legend that doesn't really exist. And hello again, it's me, game enthusiast. If you're a fan of Japanese school life manga and anime, you've probably heard the story of the ghost Hanako-san who often appears in school restrooms, right? But are you sure you know the entire story of Hanako? If not, or if you're curious to learn more, today I will talk about the famous ghost girl, so stay tuned for the next part of the video. I guarantee there's a lot of information that no one has told you before. And welcome to the new segment of MG Horror Studio, where I will explore famous legends in history that inspire modern video games. Now, before we start the video, don't forget to like and share, as well as subscribe and hit the notification bell to support MG Horror Studio and motivate us to create even better quality videos. Now, without further ado, let's get started. We all know that Hanako is the ghost of a primary school girl dressed in a white and red dress, often appearing in the third stall of the third-floor girls' restroom in any school. The most common story about Hanako-san that you can find on the internet is about how to summon her. It involves going to the third-floor girls' restroom of any school, preferably an elementary school, at night when everyone has left. Go to the third stall, make sure no one is around, and knock on the door 3 times. Hanako-san, are you there? If there is no response, it means nothing happened, and you're just a fool who sneaked into a school at night to verify an unreal legend. But if, amid the quiet space of the school, the whispering voice of a little girl echoes from behind the restroom door, you should run away. If not, Hanako will open the stall door and drag you into the other world to be her companion. That's what you'll get when you search for the keyword Hanako-san on the internet. But who is this girl, and when did the legend of the bathroom ghost originate? Many believe that the story of Hanako-san started spreading widely in the 1950s among Japanese students and quickly became a phenomenon in the 1990s when it appeared in numerous movies, manga, anime, and even became an iconic character when discussing ghosts present in Japanese schools. There is a book titled Encyclopedia of Japanese Urban Legends written by Atsuki Asazato that extensively delves into Hanako-san and other modern legends. In it, the author suggests that the story of Hanako is adapted from the folklore of the arm reaching out from the toilet, which dates back to the Edo period. During the Edo period, the Japanese constructed small wooden public restrooms. When flooring these houses, architects would place a small wooden board in the middle of the floor to serve as a place to express thoughts, under which a hole for waste disposal or drainage system would be located. Because the hole was large enough for a child to crawl through, folk stories emerged at that time, claiming that if you went to the restroom alone at night, a white hand would reach up from the toilet hole and drag you down. However, unlike today, the owner of the hand was believed to be a kappa, another famous creature in Japanese folklore. According to Japanese folktales, kappa is a water creature roughly the size of a child, with round eyes and face, a beak-like mouth, a dish on its head holding water, a grayish-green body, 5-fingered hands and feet with webbed membranes like a frog, a turtle shell on its back, and it often resides in marshes or rivers. In most stories, kappa is relatively harmless, enjoying cucumbers and playing mischievous pranks on humans. However, some variations claim that kappa's favorite food is the human liver, so they would pull people's legs and extract their organs through the posterior opening. Because the Edo period drainage systems often connected to nearby rivers or streams, it is believed that kappa would swim through the water system to reach restrooms and attack humans, as folklore tells. It wasn't until later, during the rise of school ghost stories as a trend in the Heisei era, that a variation of the Hanako story emerged. In 2008, a group of Japanese yokai researchers concluded that the legend of the bathroom ghost is a mix of the kappa story with the modern concept of a female guardian spirit of restrooms. Hearing this, you might find it amusing that restrooms also have guardian goddesses, but in a Shinto-dominated country like Japan, anything can happen. The toilet deity, or Kawaii no Kami, is a guardian deity of restrooms in Japanese cultural beliefs. Depicted as an old blind man holding a staff pointing towards the sky, Kawaii is believed to protect people from the impurity and filth found in toilets. People believe that worshipping Kawaii will safeguard them from the dirt and impurities present in toilets, and additionally, since waste was often used as fertilizer at that time, Kawaya is also considered a deity of fertility and growth. There is a rumor that if the household keeps the toilet clean and pleases Kawaya, he will bless the family with beautiful children. Otherwise, their offspring might inherit undesirable looks completely. Of course, like any deity, worshipping Kawaya requires offerings, and the offerings often presented to Kawaya are red or white female dolls and flowers. In Japanese, the word for flower is hana, and the hakeo commonly appears in the names of girls. That's why our bathroom ghost, Hanako-san, takes the form of a child, wearing a red and white dress, with black hair like a doll, and named Hanako, because the Hanako story is an oral tradition created from imagination. There are many variations. The most common one tells about a schoolgirl named Hanako Hasegawa, born in 1879, a member of the table tennis club at an undisclosed school. Hanako went to school alone on a holiday for some reason and coincidentally encountered a perverted man. As there was no one else in the school at that time, Hanako tried to run into the restroom to escape the man, but tragically lost her life at the third-floor restroom. She was later buried, but due to dying at a young age, her soul could not rest peacefully. She haunted the school restroom, luring curious students down to the underworld with her. In another equally famous version, Hanako is described as a girl who grew up under the abuse of her father. Hanako's father would always hit her whenever he could, and on one fateful day, unable to control his strength, he caused Hanako's death with a life-threatening head injury. Hanako then became a vengeful ghost haunting the elementary school restroom. Her messy black hair is rumored to be used to conceal the scars left by her father when she was alive. In some other places, it is believed that Hanako is the soul of a girl who died from falling from a height. You will find many different versions of Hanako on the internet, and with each telling, the story is slightly modified, but overall, it still fits the framework of a ghostly schoolgirl in a white and red dress in the third restroom on the third floor. However, there are rumors that the coincidences may stem from a real-life incident in the Tono region, Iwate Prefecture, around 1932. The story goes that there was a police officer living with his family of 5 in a small district behind Tono Elementary School. This police officer was rumored to be promiscuous and frequently involved with prostitutes. After his wife discovered the affair, she killed their son and second daughter. The eldest daughter in the family, named Ikuko, ran into the third-floor restroom of Tono School to escape her mother and luckily managed to evade capture. However, she was discovered by her step-uncle, who was unaware of her mother's cruel actions. When he heard Ikuko's mother inquiring about her whereabouts, he sincerely revealed Ikuko's hiding place to her mother. Ikuko was immediately brought back home by her mother. The next day, the entire Ikuko family was found dead in their own house. Since then, students at Tono Elementary School frequently heard crying sounds in the third-floor restroom, and the legend of Ikuko in the restroom spread throughout Iwate Prefecture, becoming a famous urban legend in the area. Due to the coincidence between both stories and the fact that Ikuko's events occurred before the widespread rumors of Hanako-san, many believe that Ikuko was the original inspiration for the modern ghost story of Hanako. If you are skeptical about the Ikuko story being as fictional as Hanako, in 1932, a real family was indeed forced into the afterlife in Iwate Prefecture. The tale of Ikuko hiding in the restroom was confirmed by many locals and even caused considerable fear among elementary school students at that time. Due to migration, the story of Ikuko gradually spread to Tokyo, underwent adaptation, and transformed into Hanako, becoming a phenomenon as it is known today. Now we have a comprehensive view of the origin and birth of Hanako-san and know for sure that this is just a legend woven from a true story. Because of that, in each different province of Japan, Hanako appears with different variations. For example, one story says that if you call Hanako and say, "Let's play," Hanako will ask what you want to play. And if the answer is to pretend to be strangled, that person will die of suffocation. This version is said to be inspired by Ikuko because little Ikuko was also taken to the other world by her mother in the same way. In Yamagata province on the island of Honshu, another story about Hanako-san is circulated. For example, if you get out of the bathroom and hear Hanako's response, you will be safe, otherwise you will have to pay the price for your stupid prank. In addition, People in Yamagata also believe that Hanako-san is not a little girl but a giant 3-meter-long three-headed lizard, capable of pretending to be a little girl to lure its prey and then eat it. In Yokohama City, there is a story about a male version of Hanako. It is said that the ghost in the women's restroom is Hanako, and the ghost in the men's restroom is named Yosuke. After performing the ritual to summon Hanako or Yosuke, you should run away immediately if you don't want to lose your life. A more interesting version in Hyogo Prefecture is that Hanako's entire family became ghosts haunting the toilet. Hanako's father lives in the first bathroom, the mother lives in the second bathroom, Hanako lives in the third bathroom, her younger sister lives in the fourth bathroom, her younger brother lives in the fifth bathroom, and the grandfather in the family lives in the third bathroom, either side of the men's restroom. Hanako even has a boyfriend named Taro, and he is the ghost that haunts the basketball court in the school gym. Once a year, this ghost family will hold a meeting in Gunma Prefecture to discuss ways to tease students who dare to stay in school at night. Due to the differences in the stories about Hanako in various regions, the Japanese often humorously say that the female restroom ghosts are all Hanako, and they have a sisterly relationship. Of course, there are some exceptions, and I will refer to them as urban legends similar to Hanako-san. Among them, 4 urban legends are quite famous: Yumiko-san, Kuriko, Black Hanako, and Ryoko. Yumiko-san is considered Hanako's adversary. While in some stories, the ghost in the female restroom is portrayed as a kind girl, Yumiko often brings misfortune to others. Her appearance is described as pitch black, and some rumors even suggest that Yumiko is a young woman carrying a child, similar to Ubum. When she finds her prey, Yumiko will drag you into the darkness or hand the child to you. The child will gradually become heavier until you are swallowed by the darkness. Regarding Kuriko, there is not much information about this ghost. All we know is that she is the spirit of a girl residing in the second restroom on the 4th floor. When called, she won't drag you into the darkness but will instead behead you as punishment for disturbing her. Black Hanako is described as having a figure similar to Hanako but wearing black clothes. Additionally, she is a terrifying evil spirit who enjoys hunting children. The story goes that if you mischievously put your leg into the toilet or accidentally get stuck in it, 44 seconds later, Black Hanako will appear and pull you into the other world. Ryoko is perhaps the least frightening legend among the 4 similar to Hanako-san. If you stand in front of the 3rd or 5th floor restroom in any school and insult Ryoko, someone in your family will suffer a severe illness due to Ryoko's curse. The best way to dispel the curse is to repeat the phrase, "I'm sorry," 490 times in front of the restroom. It can be seen that Hanako-san is so famous that, even though it is an imaginary ghost, people weave various stories about it. In recent years, there have even been tales about a ghost claimed to be Hanako-san's younger sister named Bukimi-chan. Unlike the typically considered cute appearance of Hanako, Bukimi is described as a girl with a chubby body and a face full of pustules. This ghost specifically targets cute girls going to the restroom alone out of jealousy for their beauty. If a beautiful girl enters the restroom, Bukimi will appear, use the pustules on her face to blind the girl, and ruthlessly kill her. And it is said that to summon Hanako, you should spin 3 times in front of the restroom on the 3rd floor of the school, then knock on the door 3 times, loudly proclaim, "Hanako-san, let's play together," 3 times, and finally open the restroom door. Hanako will appear, and you must find a way to wrestle with the death spirit. Apart from the usual ways to dispel evil, there is a rather cute rumor that if you show a perfect 100-point test in front of Hanako, she will automatically disappear. Due to its popularity and the interesting stories surrounding Hanako-san, this urban legend has been heavily featured in manga, anime, and even movies. Whenever the theme of ghost stories in schools arises, you can be sure that Hanako will make an appearance, albeit in various interpretations. For instance, in the famous manga and anime series, Jigaku Sensei Noob, Hanako appears as a girl who died tragically during the war at 1841 and was later exorcised by the supernatural teacher, Noob. However, after the series ends, another Hanako ghost, similar to the original legend, remains unexorcised and continues to wander into different schools. In another horror manga series called Terrifying Class, the story of Hanako is adapted in the chapter titled The Goddess of the Restroom. The last restroom stall on the 3rd floor is always open, and rumors say that there is a restroom goddess living inside. If you clean the toilet bowl thoroughly, the goddess will appear and grant your wish. A lonely girl hides in this restroom during lunchtime and communicates with the restroom goddess. However, she eventually realizes that the goddess is just a vengeful spirit, leading to a tragic outcome. Not only appearing in short story chapters, but the tale of Hanako has also been adapted by the author duo Iro Ida into the manga series Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun, which was published in Vietnam by the Kim Dong Publishing House. In this story, Hanako-san is portrayed as a boy who, along with the main character Nene, embarks on a journey to maintain the balance between the spirit world and humans. In the realm of cinema, there are also notable films featuring Hanako. For example, a film released in 1995 depicts Hanako as a protective spirit safeguarding children from a perverted individual. On the other hand, another film in 1998 portrays Hanako as a malevolent spirit residing within a cursed doll, sequentially claiming the lives of a group of curious friends investigating the truth. In addition to manga, anime, and movies, Hanako has made appearances in various video games. In the game Persona 2, Hanako appears not only in its original form but also in an alternate version called Bikumi's Little Sister. Chillazart also created a game titled Hanako, where 3 5th grade students are haunted by Hanako for being late to school and end up trapped inside the school. The game Death Mark takes a more creative approach, not only changing Hanako's gender but also refreshing the story and appearance. Specifically, in Death Mark, Hanako is known as Hanahiko, a boy who enjoys dressing and grooming like a girl but faces severe punishment from his father, leading to his death in the school basement. He then becomes a haunting ghost in the elementary school. This is not limited to video games, as there is even a board game centered around the Hanako-san theme released in Japan for friends to play together. It's evident that, despite being adapted in various ways, Hanako has become an unforgettable symbol associated with school ghost stories, restroom hauntings, and the girl in the red dress. Hanako has left an indelible mark as an icon of Japanese yokai culture, a characteristic that everyone recognizes whenever it is mentioned. Initially, Hanako was created for playful teasing and entertainment, evident in the rudimentary and light-hearted nature of the folklore surrounding her. However, over time, various works such as movies, stories, and games have introduced more character elements, making Hanako more relatable to both the domestic and international communities. Through these adaptations, Hanako has become ingrained in popular culture, and the stories also convey a message of empathy towards spirits, emphasizing that no soul is inherently malevolent. These urban legends serve as a reminder that they are human-made and shaped by our perceptions. This also concludes the first episode of our series on urban legends. Did you enjoy today's topic? If you have suggestions for which urban legend MG Horror Studio should cover next week, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like the video if you found it interesting, to support us and keep the series going. For now, goodbye, and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.